Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm eating beets, and you know what? I've never liked beets, but they're better heated up, Shauna. They really are.
I like them cold.
I think they're better heated up. Shauna always has had cold beets. I've never had hot beets. They're better heated up. They taste less like dirt. I've always thought they taste like dirt. Well, okay. So here's the deal. I have a mystery issue. And essentially, I start cycling. Let's say I give myself a 5-10 minute warm up. It doesn't make a lot of difference sometimes. At around, usually let's say about 120 heart rate, 120 beats per minute, all of a sudden I get tightness through here, tightness through here. The best way it feels like a tourniquet. And that's typically called angina. And that typically means that you have a heart problem. Well, I've been to cardiologists. I've had a lot of tests. I've spent a lot of money. And they said there was no problem. They couldn't find any problem. I don't know how much I trust that, because I can tell you it doesn't feel right. Now, I know, for example, like my fastest time up Williams Hill is like, I think 10 minutes and 49 seconds or 12 minutes or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, I was 25 minutes yesterday on the first trip up the climb. Now, I had to stop multiple times because I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to continue, like I was going to have, like, I don't know. I just had to stop. So when I start experiencing this, I have an overriding mental urge, just stop trying, stop riding, because it really feels like my arm's going to like squeeze off. My heart's going to stop. I don't really experience pain. Like I've never had like a sharp pain. I've never experienced like heart murmurs or anything like skipping a beat. It just feels instead like a tight squeeze on this area. And sometimes it's like yesterday, it was so bad that when I started actually pedaling hard, I actually almost felt like the blood drain out of my arms. So why am I eating beets? Well, I don't know. Like, I've been trying to think of something to do, something to try. The weird part about my problem, and the part that the cardiologist didn't really understand and couldn't really make any sense of, is that the more I ride, the better it gets. So like maybe in the first hour, I'll experience this quite a bit. And in the second hour, less. And then maybe even in the third hour, that's usually when I'm starting to feel really good and I can run wide open. So for example, heart rate, first 20, 30 minutes, 120 beats per minute, really feels uncomfortable. I have this problem. I ride through it, and then I start to hit it maybe at 130, then maybe 140, then maybe 150. And eventually I can get up to about 170. Well, my theoretical max is probably about 180, 185. But most rides, I barely ever get up into the 150s, even when climbing some big hills, you know. I used to hit 170. Like, I know the first time I climbed Williams Hill, I had a heart rate monitor. I remember it was just 170 the entire time, 175. And it was very slow, but it was faster than yesterday. Yesterday was the slowest time I ever climbed. And I went back and I did a second trip, and it was a little better. I think I did it in, instead of 25 minutes, it was like 20 minutes. And I started fast, and then I kind of slowed down because I started feeling it again. And then I went and did some slower shorter hill intervals, like 2-minute efforts. And it seemed like every 2-minute effort was getting a little bit easier. And then I started to feel like, hey, okay, I'm still there. I still feel the tightness, but I can manage it. So, beets have a lot of nitric something, I don't know, nitrates. Anyway, it's supposed to be really good. It's supposed to be really good for vasodilation. So my completely uneducated theory is that my arteries are not dilating very well. early in the ride. It takes like 2 hours for them to dilate. So I thought about today, I'm going to eat this bowl of beets, whole bowl. I'm just going to eat it. I'm going to wait a couple hours because the research I found on the internet said it usually takes 2 to 3 hours for it to kind of have an effect. And I'm going to get on the bike on my trainer because it's raining today. It's stormy. I'm going to get on the trainer and I'm just going to see what I can do, see how it feels, see if I can tell any difference. Okay guys, so I just did a 10-minute warm-up. Felt okay. I think I got my heart rate up to about 130. And I had some pressure, a little bit of pain in here during that time. Not anything like yesterday. Definitely feeling a little better than yesterday. And now I'm gonna just gonna start riding hard and see what it gets up to and see what it feels like. Doing about 300 watts. Feel nothing through here right now. No pain, no tightness. Heart rate just hit 150. Now it's 146, it's going down. Okay. Go up to 160. Felt like kind of felt like my legs weren't getting enough. They're definitely not fully ready for that. This time, very little stress in here, tiny bit, barely feel it. Breathing hard and feeling pretty good. Is it the Beets? I don't know.